This is one of the most satisfying videos because these fastest workers who are doing their work perfectly. This may or may not be obvious, but fast workers tend to be more engaged and motivated than their slower counterparts. Here's the list of the fastest workers in the world. He is one of the fastest workers in the world. He is making street food. He has a high level of skill in making potato chips. Just look into the video of this fastest worker. Banana chips are a simple but delicious snack, and these guys make it look like it's raining in this stuff. Fried in coconut oil and flavored with salt, this sweet and savory combo is extremely popular. So the need for speed is paramount to serving all their hungry customers. But when it comes to serving up snacks to customers in a hurry, no one does it faster, man, with more vigor than our next speedy worker. Once you look at those fastest worker videos, you'll realize that they are becoming viral for a good reason. Not only can they count the cash real quick, but they also make use of a plethora of techniques for doing this. In fact, there is a famous TV content where tellers from various banks compete to find out which teller is the fastest and most accurate human banknote counting machine. This fast worker compilation video is full of super skilled people who have master-level amazing skills of work, and also they have the fastest hands. Taking a number of videos of Chinese bank tellers demonstrating their exceptional money counting skills have been going viral on the internet for quite some time. In a recent episode of a Chinese TV show, Impossible Challenge, a new record has been set by a teller. The goal was to break the world record for counting the most banknotes manually in 30 seconds while being blindfolded. Two of the tellers, or better known as human money counting machines, made a mistake in counting while the remaining two got it right while beating the previous Guinness record of 178 banknotes by quite a margin. Li, human money counting machine from the Bank of China, counted a total of 191 banknotes, while Zuo Meijing, human money counting machine from the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, counted a total of 202 banknotes in half a minute. It's no secret that life in the Far East moves a lot faster than most of us could ever imagine. But you might be shocked to find out that this also applies to the modeling industry. While some of us might take up an hour trying to frame the perfect selfie, models for Chinese online shopping conglomerate Taobao perform an astounding 30 poses every minute, moving as quickly as the rapidly snapping camera in front of them. New videos of the incredible process are burning up the internet, with one from Shanghai expat gaining over 2 million views. Was that a photo shoot or a new dance craze? One user commented. Another user commented, I would really like to see how those pictures actually turned out at that speed. They show you the pictures being done, but they don't show you the results. Makes you wonder what they would actually look like. Whatever the result is, she got the talent. Though the models reportedly adhere to a very severely demanding schedule, the pay comes in at up to $1,500 for a single day's work. Also, one commented, I would really like to see how those pictures actually turned out at that speed. They show you the pictures being done, but they don't show you the results. Makes you wonder what they would actually look like. With advancements in technology, smartphones have replaced calculators almost everywhere. But amidst this, we have Japanese people who can still take calculators very seriously. The way they use their calculators will leave you awestruck. Yes, Japanese people are masters in using calculators, and some of them hit around 9 buttons per second. Can you believe that? They are swift and handle calculators with utmost perfection. Just like we have typing contests, Japan hosts calculator contests to judge who is using them most accurately and quickly. There are many calculator clubs, and kids are required to go there after school. On Saturdays and Sundays, they practice this skill for almost 7 hours. This video shows how a girl, Asuka Kamimura, enters hyper-speed mode while using her calculator. Be it simple calculations or complex ones, Asuka's speed is 9 hits per second. She works in a Nagasaki company that does accurate and speedy calculations. Wow, her fingers operate like a robot, isn't it? Japanese people are way too smart with each and everything. What is your take on this? At McDonald's, super fast worker is seen on video wrapping 5 burgers in what appears to be just as many seconds. The fascinating 8-second clip shows the subject in a food preparation area with garnishing ingredients in the background. This guy wanted to see how many burgers he could wrap in a matter of a few seconds. A caption for the video shared by Jukin Media said, According to information associated with the video, the footage was filmed at the fast food chain in Ayr, Queensland, Australia. With the cheeseburger prepared and turned upside down on the wrappers, this skilled worker then begins folding the papers to hold the ingredients together. He quickly wrapped 5 burgers one after one without messing it up, the caption continues. I would prefer to wait for a burger to be wrapped properly, the viewer continued. This is the best way to cut a watermelon quickly and easily. Learn how to cut a watermelon in under 30 seconds. It's a game changer in the kitchen. If it's warm weather time, and that means watermelon. If the watermelon has been around for any longer than 2 days, it's simple. Lay the watermelon long side down on a cutting board and use a sharp chef's knife to slice 1/4 inch off the ends. Now your watermelon will have one short, flat surface. This is exactly how this fast worker in the world is cutting in 30 seconds. One reaction from the comments section was, one of the most helpful short videos that revolutionized the way of cutting watermelon. Others commented, he makes it look so easy. Whatever it is, this fast worker has an impressive knife skill. Even once you've crossed everybody off your holiday shopping list, the gift giving is not complete. There is one final step, the wrap. Whether your wrapping style is simple envelope corners, elaborate ribbon curls, or newspaper held together with duct tape, you're wrapping your presents wrong. How wrong? Very wrong. If it takes more than 15 seconds to wrap a box, you've failed. According to video evidence, employees at Takashimi department store in Japan can wrap a present in 13 seconds flat. Study this video, commit it to memory, and then prepare to feel like an elf as you whiz through hundreds of presents in no time flat. The Japanese gift wrap takes basic origami techniques and puts them to commercial use. The wrap allows present givers to cover their present neatly and efficiently. The technique requires less paper, less tape, and less time. But just bear in mind that if you're flying home for the holidays, you should consider wrapping presents after you arrive. Even though wrapped packages are technically allowed in both check-in and carry-on luggage, if there's something suspicious inside, TSA will rip open your Japanese gift wrap much quicker than 13 seconds. This firefighter can climb a ladder faster than you can fall off of one. The video was posted in 2013. Ladders are everywhere, and they come in many different forms to fit many different needs. Using ladders can bring you to great heights, but without proper technique, they can send you back to the earth a little too quickly. Hold the ladder so that each foot is planted firmly against the ground. Lift the top of the ladder and walk towards the wall. If you have an extension ladder, raise the rungs, either by hand or by using the rope and pulley wheel. But these guys are doing it at God-level speed. Are they really making sure whether the ladder is secure or not? He has given us the example of life that is life is a ladder, not a bed. You've heard the saying, hard work beats talent. Well, that's something the Chinese attest to. Right from school, the Chinese are taught that anything can be achieved through hard work and diligence, not just talent. And this is a testament to the fact that they are referred to as an economic superpower. In a time when global economies are plummeting, China continues to show staggering growth. Their rapid development over the last decade isn't because of their technological advancement. It's a tip of the hat to the Chinese culture work ethic of the locality. American satirist Mark Twain once observed that a lazy Chinaman does not exist, and added, he always manages to find something to do. Everyone in China strives to do their best, especially when the going gets tough. Obstacles or inconveniences don't deter them, they just find a way around it. They come up with alternate methods to achieve their goals. The Chinese have a phrase for it, chabudo, which translates to good enough. In chabudo, the focus is less on process and rules and more on the result. Chinese fast working skills are crazy. Fruits are an excellent source of essential vitamins and minerals, and they are high in fiber. Fruits also provide a wide range of health-boosting antioxidants, including flavonoids. Eating a diet high in fruits and vegetables can reduce a person's risk of developing heart disease, cancer, inflammation, and diabetes. Maybe sometimes we feel lazy to cut fruits, but do you know there are super skilled people who have amazing fruit cutting skills? The tools such as knives and cutters are used to cut fruits into pieces. Today, modern knives are mostly available, which are made up of iron and steel. These tools are helpful in cutting fruits, also vegetables, for household purposes, and are also called handheld blades. This makes a fast work god level. You may wonder how you score fruit in a short period of time. A process that makes neat work of peeling oranges, grapefruits, lemons, or limes is to first cut off each end. Then, with a very sharp or serrated knife, make 4 to 6 score cuts that cut through the skin but not the fruit, from the top to the bottom. You can now peel away each segment of skin from the whole fruit. Isn't it fun to watch this fastest workers compilation? I can watch this for hours. Formula One is the most prominent of motorsports with millions of fans worldwide. Each year, Formula One teams composed of a multitude of professionals compete through a series of races, ultimately aiming to win the most coveted championship in motorsports, the Formula One Championship. Doing this is no easy task. Apart from a great driver, the formulation of an effective team race strategy is necessary. The strategy is adopted and implemented differently in each one of the 21 Grand Prix of the Formula Championships, and one of the most important features that comprises it is the pit stop strategy. In just a few seconds, a great number of actions such as changing of tires, mechanical repairs, adjustments to the wings, and many more are carried out by Formula One team pit crews. For pit crews who participate this choreography thousands of times in a season, a delay of even 1/10 of a second might cost a position on the podium for the driver and the team. F1 teams formulate a plan during the race of whether or not a car will come into the pits at different stages of the race, always taking into consideration the number of pit stops required at every separate Grand Prix. This internationally traveled dance candy floss artist not only has the moves, but he blasts the grooves and creates fun foods. Empowered by the sounds of Michael Jackson blasting from underneath his candy floss cart, he makes a fun spectacle out of creating the sugary sweet treat, and audiences love it. With a built-in speaker system under his portable vending cart, this dancing cotton candy artist plays and dances to all his favorite songs by his idol, Michael Jackson. Also taking costume inspiration from the King of Pop, he pulls out all the stops with moonwalking and other classic dance moves. His skills involve making the cotton candy really thin so that he can twist and turn as it comes out of the machine. Doing this, he is able to step really far from the cart with the candy comes stretching from the machine to the stick. The dancing candy floss artist has wowed audiences all over the world and even appeared on Germany and Italy's Got Talent. Some of his clients include Sony, Volkswagen, and Sochi Olympic, Formula One, as well as Atlantic Records, for whom he appeared in a music video. Offering his fun dancing act, he can deliver a range of candy floss creations such as hearts and elephants, as well as a choice, glamorous, or laid-back costume options. The World Shearing and Wool Handling Championships were on the ILT Stadium Southland in Invercargill, where Napier shearer Johnny Kirkpatrick has finally won the elusive World Machine Shearing title. On the other hand, at Acre Station at Opiki, Manawatu, Godfrey Bowen set a new world record, shearing 456 full wool ewes at 9 hours. Bowen helped establish sheep shearing as a legitimate sport and was one of the first people included into the New Zealand Sports Hall of Fame in 1990. In the years after the Second World War, Godfrey and his brother Ivan revolutionized the wool industry through their improved shearing methods, the Bowen technique, which added value to the national chip and helped lift the profile of shearing. After breaking the world record, Godfrey became a chief shearing instructor for the New Zealand Wool Board. In 1954, he helped establish 2 university courses on the subject. In 1960, he was made the MBE for services to the sheep industry. Pineapple is the 3rd largest tropical fruit in China. The pineapple industry played an important role in developing economies in tropical and subtropical areas in China. However, the structure of varieties is simple. The harvesting period is centralized. The pineapple tin is one of the best fruit tins in the world. Just look how fast these amazing workers are collecting this fruit and making it delivered to the store. They are really the boss in their jobs. Fruits are normally harvested with a long knife, locally known as parang, and placed into a basket carried on the back of the harvester. When the peduncle is cut during harvesting, about 3 to 5 centimeters of it is left attached to the fruit. Total mechanical harvesting is achieved by 2 hydraulically operated conveyors with fingers on the top conveyor to snap off the fruit, the lower conveyor carrying it away to the decrowners. After the fruit has been conveyed away, these unbelievable workers go through the field to collect the crowns where they have been left on the tops of the plants and place them on the conveyors for a trip to the bins, where they then forklift and crown dumped into the planting machine. A man skilled to paint an entire wall in a few seconds has left netizens surprised and impressed. Shared by a TikTok user named Angela, the 25-second video shows a man using a paint roller to paint the entire wall within 30 seconds. The technique used by him is simple but extremely effective. He takes the paint roller and zigzags the direction, and then starts painting by taking the roller up and down. Within seconds, the entire wall was covered in white paint. While sharing the clip, Angela wrote, "How on earth is this even possible?" Understandably, the minds of TikTokers and other social media users were blown after seeing this video. Painting is a task that consumes hours, if not an entire day, but it was finished by this man within seconds. One asked if he could come to their house and paint everything, from the hallways to the stairs. One user shared her husband's story after seeing the video. She commented that her husband also soaks the roller. As it is soaked, the paint does not stick to the roller and rolls smoothly while painting. Ever gotten to see a champion noodle puller in action? Throwing, twisting, stretching, pulling, and multiplying. In the first half of this tasty video, Kung Fu Kitchen's noodle master Peter Song demonstrates how he hand makes his restaurant's famous noodles. Hand-making process involves taking a lump of dough and repeatedly stretching it to produce many strands of thin, long noodle. Literally, la means to pull or stretch, while main means noodle. In the Lanzhou style, the dough is worked aggressively. It is pulled in straight, quick tugs with no twisting or waving. Some pullers regularly slam the noodle against their prep boards to ensure even stretching and uniform thickness. Flour is sometimes used to dust the strands and prevent sticking. Our noodles are freshly pulled after you place an order. Semi-trucks, cranes, loaders, asphalt mixers, road rollers, graders, excavators, and forklifts are just a few types of construction equipment used on a typical job. Some jobs require an entire fleet of vehicles to keep up with deadlines, but a single grader, roller, and excavator can handle a small project. But these days there are new vehicles in the market with the help of technology that really makes the construction worker's life easier, such as bricklaying robots. Over the years, masonry has declined in importance as a construction technology in the developed world, and with its interest in automating it, unlike concrete 3D printing, where there are dozens of attempts to develop the technology. One area where we do see some commercial success with mechanical bricklaying is with brick roads. A variety of companies offer machines that can print a section of road made of bricks. As we've seen previously, road construction is slightly easier to mechanize than building construction. Masonry has been more successfully automated than other building systems. It's one of the few systems where commercial robots for building it are actually on the market for general use. Working smarter is obtaining the best results in less time while wasting less time and energy. If you didn't get the memo yet, multitasking is a myth. It's simply impossible for us to truly focus on multiple tasks that require real brain power. And when you try to do it, you risk sacrificing your mental health. It can feel like you are successfully managing all of these moving pieces, but switching between multiple tasks makes it harder to get tasks fully completed. Stop letting your work suffer and instead single-task your way through the day. Stop multitasking is the basic major key that these workers are the cause of smartness and their fast speed. Getting your food delivered faster than the competitors has been the goal of many pizza chains for many years. This requires a carefully choreographed dance that begins with the ordering of the food, which then makes its way through the assembly line, ending with the finished pizza being boxed up and delivered within moments of coming out of the oven. Some pizza chains are encouraging more customers to carry their orders instead of order delivery, though by offering special carryout deals. A recent promotion at Domino's, for example, offers customers the chance to get a large 2-topping pizza for under $6 if they carry it out instead of having it delivered. As part of their advertising campaign, Domino's Pizza brought in its fastest box folder, Dale Lamoureux, as an example of how they're keeping up with the demand. Advertisements featured his lightning-fast pizza box folding skills have been aired across television stations as well as on the internet. As it turns out, folding and delivering boxes can be elevated to the level of a competitive sport, making the box itself a tool of the game. Just have a look at this clip. How fast this girl is packing food in a store. The speed is god level. She is definitely one of the fastest workers I have ever seen. The Chinese are driven by results and leave no stone unturned in delivering the best. A 2014 Wall Street Journal article reported that the average Chinese worker puts in somewhere between 2,000 and 2,200 hours each year. This again goes back to the Confucian work ethic, one aspect of which being qi ku, the act of persisting through hardship. Qi ku is a valued way to earn respect, possibly a promotion. You've heard of several Western companies employing a predominantly Asian workforce. This is because of how willing they are to reach their end goal. This isn't to say that people from other parts of the world aren't hardworking, but the Chinese are hardwired to achieve success. Being competitive and having a goal-oriented spirit is inherent to every Chinese person and are further instilled at a very young age. The proof lies in the fact that multitudes of their countrymen are employed in companies all over the world. The ceremony requires a superhuman amount of accuracy and rhythm to achieve that level of speed, and the Nakatani Duo rice cake shop has become world famous for its thrilling mochi pounding performances, the grunting, which provides a rhythmic guideline, of course, being more than enough to make sure that these cakes are always the best. On to some more sweet treats. The next Swift Sugarhead produces some clever confectionery that's as much a treat for the ears as it is the eye candy. With the rock candy being naturally brittle when cooled into shape, all of it takes is a well-aimed whack to initiate a glorious shower of sugary color. And if it tastes as good as it looks, anyone buying from this candy man is in for a gift of all the senses. Staying sweet now, check out this street food performance that chops, dips, and flips with all the grace of a ballet dancer. The internet is ablaze with recent videos of a pair of barbers who are unbelievable fast workers in both Pakistan and Palestine who are bringing up a flair, or in this case, flair, to the business of haircutting. But first, do us a favor. Click that like button to inspire us. Subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell and you won't miss any interesting videos. Done then? Let's go. These barbers are using fire to help people look their sharpest in the fastest possible way. From the early days of humanity, when a couple of chaps would rub two sticks together to try to spark a flame, fire has been considered an essential versatile tool in man's ongoing quest to stay alive and do it comfortably. So what's with the leap to the salon? Pakistani high-skilled barber Shafqat Rajput peppers his client's hair with flammable products and then uses a small lighter to set the do aglow. He then combs the flames through the hair with one hand and trims their hair with shears in the other. That technique, which Rajput calls fire cutting, is a little bit different than the one practiced by Ramadan Edwan, a barber in Palestine, who uses what appears to be an aerosol canister as some sort of flamethrower to char grill his clients' heads as he cuts their hair. These two mavericks may be getting lots of attention on the social media circuit, but they aren't the only ones who use the hot stuff to cut hair. Stylists in Brazil, Spain, and the US have been using candles to burn the end of hair as they cut for decades like a pro. Watch till the end of this most satisfying video for the fastest workers compilation. The west of Mallorca, that is. The head honcho of a crepe and ice cream joint in Puerto de Andalucía has become a social media sensation over the last few years as videos of him at work have had tens of thousands of views. Splattered all over YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and probably a few more, the vids of Julio Lopez at work have brought him fame as probably one of the most frenetically organized pancake maker in the Western world. To see him at work over his twin turntables with his hands almost a blur is like seeing a triumph of organization. According to Julio, it's all in the preparation. Having all the ingredients thoroughly prepared and all in just the right place enables him to knock out up to 300 rather delicious looking crepes every day in the high season at around 3 to 5 euros a pop. Born in Ponferrada, Julio came to Mallorca to work in the island's big power station, never imagining that he would become the most famous and celebrated crepe maker on the island. He, his wife, and 2 daughters now run the creperia, Julio Crepes, on the Avenida Permasiuse 25 in Puerto de Andalucía. Not only is he known for his dervish-like ability to conjure up a pancake with a myriad of different fillings in no time at all, but also for the quality of the finished product, as the excellent reviews on TripAdvisor and Google Map attest. Can you work this fast? Who shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoyed it, be sure to give us a big thumbs up and leave us some love in the comments section. To keep up to date with all of our awesome videos, be sure to hit subscribe and turn your notifications on to never miss a thing. Until next time, do take care of yourself.